and Mexico joined NAFTA. The country wanted to modernize, but just what would come after? Insurgent rebels took the South, the presidential candidate was killed. Investors pulled their money out and a crisis ensued. And the expats, the Yanks with their backpacks, yeah, it was quite a thrill. Opportunity to make a buck or two. Perhaps it could help out, they thought they could, no doubt. Oh man, wasn't it cool? And I was down there too, fresh out of school. Yeah.
There it is. That's what's gonna bring me Led Zeppelin tonight, man. It's like a beacon of hope, pointing out toward the mountains. Well, somewhere out there is a mountain. Microwave technology. I installed it myself. See, most people would tie things secure. I just kind of put it into the pole. Just kind of dug it into the flower pot here. It goes down straight to my house. Well, somewhere down there is my house.
La cuarta vez fue la vencida y no paró hasta estar en California. Allá vivía de la pizca en el rancho del señor McLennan. Get your beer, Cefe. Ceferiano.
Hola amigos, bueno, hemos revivido toda una época, hemos visto el famosísimo Festival de Woodstock del año 60. Hoy estamos aquí en el 94, en este momento está tocando Spin Doctor, pero nosotros nos tenemos que despedir. Así que bueno, fue un gusto estar con ustedes. Adiós.
You know, Woodstock was coming around, and I found myself working every day, going to the office, putting on the suit and tie, doing the executive thing. And I would get up in the morning, just in my shirt, and I watched Good Morning America. And they said, you know, the Woodstock generation, this is the 20-something's chance. This whole concert thing, it's their chance to shine, it's their chance to do what they want to do. And you know, I mean, I'm a sucker and all, I know that, I go for the cheesy stuff. But still, something hit me there. And probably because I like cheesy stuff. And I said, gee, what am I doing? What am I doing here in Mexico? What am I doing in a suit and tie? I gotta be there. Would you just stop it? So when I came here, we're gonna have to change locations. So anyway, the whole thing was kind of a logistics nightmare, but I figured, you know, if I don't do this, I'm gonna feel like I'm missing out or something. Or I don't know, it was that kind of attitude, or at least, you know, I'm not gonna let this Mexican thing get in the way. If I were in the States, I'd probably go. I mean, it's not such a big deal or anything, but it really reached symbolic proportions. Unfortunately, at the time I was working on a book about benefits, and I had to finish it real quick to make sure I could go on this trip. So I called up my girlfriend Maga. I said, look, you want to go to Woodstock? And she said, well, I don't know, maybe. So that was enough for me. I got on the phone with my friend Gabriel in New York to see if he could score me some tickets. He's like, sure, I could score you some tickets, but then he wasn't pulling through. So I was staying up all late night at the Chamber of Commerce to work on this book, right? So I stayed there all night trying to finish my work. and he never came through. So I called up my sister and I said, look, can you get me these tickets? She said, no problem, I'll get you the tickets. But what are you gonna do? How are you gonna get there? Well, I said, you know, I don't know, can you pick me up? So she said, look, I'll pick you up, I'm going up north, I'll suspend my trip, I'll get you there. This was the day before. We flew out there on Friday, got there at Friday at 12 a.m. My sister picked us up, we headed out toward upstate New York. I know, the whole thing was kind of whack. When we got to my sister's boyfriend's house, Dino's house, her boyfriend's friend owns the house. Anyway, they were all making fun of us, like, yeah, this whole Woodstock thing is a sham, it's a whole marketing sham. They're just trying to play on the whole first Woodstock thing. They're just playing with your, you know, the whole image thing to try to sell it. And that's fine and good, and I know that there's some of that going on, but still, I felt there was something there for me, at least, you know, to feel like I wasn't missing out, to feel like I was doing what I wanted to do. And so we flew in Friday, we were there on Saturday, we camped out, we met these two dudes from Long Island, stayed with them, came back, visited my folks in upstate New York in Fishkill, and then we were back on the plane down to Mexico City. I know, it sounds like a waste of money and time, but, you know, I think it was the right thing to do, you know? I feel like I had to do it.
Rompiste el cristal que te dejaba ver hacia adentro. Parada en la esquina esperas aún su salida. Rompiste la frase que te dejaba llegar. Rompiste el cristal que te dejaba ver hacia adentro. Te tiraste al mar, te ahogaste entre tantas vidas. Rompiste la frase que te dejaba girar sobre el centro. Llovieron recuerdos, se mojaron tus ojos. Vuelve tu soledad, ella te llevará donde quieras llegar.
Band practice day. I'm kind of upset because it got canceled. It's like we play once out of the whole week, and we can't seem to even do that. See, the bassist, we play at the bassist house. I think you know it's New Year's Eve, so maybe, or it's New Year's, maybe there was a problem. I've never played in a band where we've been playing so long without gigging. A year and like 3 months or something, a year and 2 months, and we've had one gig. And we've gone through 3 singers, and we lost the guitarist, we lost the keyboard player. I mean, it's pretty hurting. But I promised myself that if I came down here, that I wouldn't let that affect my music, man. So I got to still be playing, you know what I'm saying? So at least I'm playing. My posture's terrible. See, my posture's bad. At least I'm playing. It's real lame. It's lame music. Well, we try. It's getting better because I'm writing more stuff, but it's still a problem.
Vuelve tu soledad, ella te llevará donde quieras llegar, si para de llover.
This is George, our bassist.
Hey, George.
Bassman. There are a few bands, very good bands in Mexico, but there's a monopoly of it, which is called Televisa.
For our viewing audience at home, Televisa is the main television channel, but they also basically run music and theater, and they kind of own a lot. So that's what he means.
Yeah.
So if you're in a band and you want to be a big hit, then you have to get a contract with Televisa, right?
In a certain way, yes.
Okay. Are there any bands who haven't signed with Televisa but that have become popular?
I don't know. No.
What are the rock clubs like? How many clubs are there? Tell me about the clubs.
A few of them. There are, at least you can count it with the fingers of your hands. There are Crocodilan.
Yeah.
And La Paradoja del Gato. Cat Paradox. La Diabla.
Diablo or La Diabla?
La Diabla.
What kind of music is that?
I have never been there. Sorry.
It's all kind of music. You can hear anything. In Rocotitlán is more groups that are making their own music. In La Diabla is whatever.
We are the band.
We're here's the essence, right? The essence of the band.
Yeah.
We played once in 1994.
That was once.
We played at this place called El Antro, and they closed it down later. So we can't play there
After
anymore.
our show.
Yeah, they closed it down. But we're regrouping, right? We're writing new material,
Yeah.
and in fact, we're doing a demo.
Sí, nosotros éramos 6.
Bueno, pero cuando hay responsabilidad en la gente, pues hasta una banda de 8 o 10.
No, ese fue el problema, que no había responsabilidad. Éramos 6 y no había responsabilidad.
Yo durante mucho tiempo tuve un trío, porque dije es que así, entre 3, no hay bronca.
Sí, entre 3 sí. Puedes coordinar mucho mejor a la gente y demás.
Sí, bastante.
Y al final, pues llegó aquí el del cameraman y uno vocalista, entonces con ellos ya es totalmente distinto, ¿no? Antes íbamos súper al pop, así grueso, tendiéndolo al pop, pero ahorita ya con Josh y con el vocalista que se llama Raúl, estamos yendo a quién sabe dónde, entonces.
Contigo. Sí, Raúl.
¿Cuál es tu opinión de Televisa?
Mira,
Se ve que la siguen editando.
en lo personal, siento que es una fábrica, es una maquiladora de artistas plásticos, como suele decirse mucho por aquí, ¿no? Bueno, si eso quiere, no puedo decir, no, eso es basura, no lo compren. Digo, si eso es lo que quieres, pues adelante, consúmelo, pero a mí no me metan en esas broncas. O sea, yo busco cosas más interesantes, ¿no? Televisa es más venta de imagen y de espectáculo, o sea, consíguete una, no sé, una cantante bien proporcionada, que medio cante, hazle una buena campaña publicitaria y tienes discos vendidos, ¿no? Entonces como que la música viene en segundo plano, es primero espectáculo.